then getting input from the user. If I want to get input from the user, here so far we are giving the values by ourselves while running the program. But if I'm planning to get input from the user, for that we have to use input function we have to use. Okay, here are some of the example how we are getting the input. Okay, inside the input we have to give some statement. We call it as prompt. So based on that prompt only, user can able to enter, okay, what value has to be entered, that the user will know. So here if you see means they have given str of, okay, we can call that bracket as of, str of input of, then it is written like enter your name. Okay. So what will happen is Python will run the first line and it will wait for the user to enter the value. It will not run all the lines. Okay, it will just wait for the user to enter the value. Once the value has been entered, then it will go to the next line like that. It will complete the program. Okay, this strint float, what it is actually means is, before that, have you all understood what is happening here? Input of, we are giving the statement, and for that particular statement user is entering in value, and that value will be stored in the variable which we have created. If you are not using the variable name, it will just ask, but you are not mentioning where to save it, so it will not save it. Okay, it will just keep it. That's all. You cannot access it again. So now we will see like why they have given str, int, float before the input. Why? Because every time when you are running this input, whatever value the user is entering, it will be returned in the form of string data type. Again, it can also be an interview question or any technical question. What data type it will return when you are using an input function? Okay, it will always return the data type in the form of string. But here you see name, it can come in string, no issue. But year of birth and height should not be in string format, right? Year of birth should be an integer number, okay, round of value. We will not say 1996 point something, right? We will say in a round of value. And similarly, height, we cannot expect the height to be in round of value. Okay, it can't be 5, 6 like that. We will say 5.4, 5.7 like that we used to say. So to convert the data type, we are using this function. Okay, this functions we call it as typecasting. Okay, this thing we additionally do in Python. Why? Because in other programming language, initially itself we will mention, okay, this data type only I'm going to use. But here we don't have any option like that, right? So that is why we are converting from one data type to another data type, and we are calling it as typecasting. Okay. So the output, if I check type of year of birth and type of year of height means, it will return me int and float for me. Okay. Then in the last line, if you see means we have given print and name, and you can able to see in the quotes I have given, curly bracket 0, curly bracket, 1, height, I'm given 2. But in output, I'm getting the expected output, like name, it is giving Sanjay, year of birth, it is giving 1996, height, it is giving 5.5. How it is giving? Because in Python, we are having different, printing formats is there. Okay, this is one of that kind. Okay, this type we call it as dot format method. So here exactly what is happening is we have to mention where and all I want to replace the value with the user defined value, because here we are getting the value from the user only, right? So those value I want to replace. And then I am using this curly bracket, okay, and I'm mentioning this 0, 1 to represent the index number, okay, in the format after giving the double quotes. See here I'm opening the double quotes, here I'm closing the double quotes, right? So after completing it, we have to give dot, and then we have to call a function called format, and inside the format we have to give the variable names in the order. Okay, this order starts from 0. Index value always starts from 0. Human only will uh, If I ask a human to count it, we will start from 1, 2, 3, 4. But for programming, it will start from always 0. Okay, so 0, 1, 2 is there. I mentioned the index number also. Okay, if you are giving it in the same order, it is not necessary to give the index number also. We can directly give empty curly bracket. If you are giving also, it will understand. When it will be useful is, here I have given in different order, but here I want in different order, means then we have to mention what index number I have to place in that particular curly bracket. That is important. Okay, and accordingly you will get the output here. Okay, name, year of birth, and then height you will get.